Fine, good afternoon to you all students. Hi students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Students, have you all studied till yesterday's portion? So what I asked you to study yesterday? So strings, then positive subscript, negative subscript, then what are the programs I have taught yesterday? So have you all studied? Have you all studied or not? So what are the programs I taught? I asked you to study and write in your notebook. Please study, okay? So welcome to our today's online class, students. So now we are studying about chapter 8, strings and string manipulation. Okay. So today we are going to study about one important 5-mark question, string operators. Okay. So very important 5-mark question. Okay. So this is very important 5-mark question, string operators, and it's very easy. Okay, it's not tough to study, very easy and also very important question. So listen carefully. Okay, so once you listen carefully means you can able to write by yourself. Okay, so string operators. So already we have studied about types of operators. In Python types. So what are the types of operators you have studied? Arithmetic operator, logical operator, assignment operator, relational operator. So lots of operators you have studied. So that operators for what? Mathematical calculations, mainly used to calculate maths, isn't it? So now we are going to study about string operators. So what do you mean by string operators? So some operations you are going to perform in strings. So this chapter fully you are studying about strings, isn't it? So you are going to perform some operations in string. Okay. So what's the main use of this operator means? So using this operators, you can able to manipulate the string. So what do you mean by manipulations? Modifications. Okay. So you can able to do some modifications or add something or include something in the string. Okay, so Python provides some operators to provide manipulations in the string. Understand? So if they ask for 5-mark question means first you should write these 2 points. Okay, some operators they are provide for doing what? String operations. So what's the use of these operators? Mainly help to manipulate or modifications in string. Understood? So first we are going to study about first operator, concatenation. Okay, so what's the name of the first operator? Concatenation. Okay, the operator used for concatenation means plus symbol. Okay, so which operator you are used for concatenation? Plus operator. Okay, so you should write 5-mark question means you should put the this Roman letter like this, then you should put the heading like this, and also which symbols you need to write. Okay, then so what do you mean by concatenation? Okay, so joining of 2 or more strings. So you need to join 3 words or 4 words or 2 words. So you are going to join 2 or 3 words using some operator. Okay, so that process we are calling as an what? Concatenation. Understand what do you mean by concatenation? So joining of 2 or more strings. So you are going to join 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 words. Okay, more number of words you are going to join. So that process we are calling as an what? Concatenation. Okay, so which operator is used to do this concatenation means plus operator. Okay, so which operator is used to in Python to do concatenation? Plus operator. Understand? Very important question. Listen. So see this example. You should write this each heading. You should write this points as well as example. Okay. So see this example. So they are going to add 2 words. What are the words? Welcome and Python. Okay. The strings you need to declare in double quotes. So first word welcome. So which operator is used to concatenate or join? Plus. So in between you need to put which symbol? Plus symbol. Okay, so welcome plus Python. So now you need to run the program. See the output. So the output is you come with welcome Python. The two words is joined together and you will get the output as welcome Python. Similarly, you can join three words. Okay. So welcome plus 2 plus Python. For example, three words you are going to join. Welcome to Python. So welcome, then plus 2, TO2 plus Python. So now you run the program, means you will get the output like this. Understand first operator? Concatenation. So what's the meaning of concatenation? So joining of two or more strings. Anywhere you can able to, for example, in a paragraph is there. For example, otherwise in a one line is there. So in between the line you need to join two words means, so you can able to join the words by using concatenation operator plus the process we are calling as an concatenation. Understand? So next operator is append. Okay, what's the next name of the operator? Append. So which symbol is used to for append means plus equal to. Okay, so what symbol you are using for append operator? Plus equal to. Okay, so what's the meaning of append means? You are adding more number of strings at the end of the line. Okay, so at the end of the existing string. For example, already one word is there. Welcome to. Already one word is there. Welcome to. So you need to add the next to the welcome to. Next to welcome to, you need to add some words. That means at the end of the string, already one string is there. See the example. So already one string is there. What's the string? Welcome to. So you need to add from this, you need to add welcome to learn Python. After this, you need to add some strings at the last. Okay. So if you add new strings at the last to the existing string, what do you mean by existing? Already presented string. So for that, the which operation you need to do? That operation we are calling as an append. Understand what you mean by append? Adding one or two or three or four more strings at the end of the existing string. So that process we are calling as an append. Okay. So which operator is used to do this append means plus equal to. So that's the second point. Understand? See the example. See this example. So first they have denoted in one string, str1, first string. They are given welcome to. In double quotes they have mentioned. Then next string. So with this string they need to add next to words, learn Python. So with this string, so they are calling that string is that word or str1. So already had declared one variable, no, str1. So that variable, so words need to add at the last means which operator you need to call append. So plus equal to. Okay, this string plus equal to, you need to add which word? Learn Python. So they need to give in double quotes. Okay, so now you are going to print the string. See the output. So welcome to learn Python. Okay, this is simple example. So likewise in a line at the last, you need to add some 2 or 3 words. At that time, you can use this operator. But concatenation means anywhere you can add. Understand? But append plus equal to means you need to add or you can able to add only at the end of the line. So that is called which operator? Append operator. Understand? Then repeating. Okay. So which symbol is used to do repeating means star symbol. So what's the meaning of star? In computer we use star means multiplication. Okay. So what's the name of that operator? Multiplication. Okay. So what's the use of this repeating means? So repeating, name itself having repeat. So it will display particular string in more number of times. Okay. What's the use of repeating operator? So it is used to display particular words or particular strings in more number of times. For example, per particular line, you need to display more number of times, means you need to give the line and give the number of times. How many number of times you are giving, that much you will get the particular output. Understand what's the use of repeating? So name of the operator is multiplication operator. Okay. So what's the use of this operator? So it will display the particular string in more number of times. Okay. See this example. So they are giving one string, one word called, what variable they are declared? str1. In this word they are giving one. So in this string str1, in this variable they are giving one word welcome. See the next line. Print. They are going to print the string into 4. That means star 4. What's the meaning of that one? So they are going to display this word. What word they have given inside the string? They are going to display how many times? 4 times. Understand? Here you will give me 2 means 2. 3 means 3. See the output. How many times the word will display? 4 times. Understand? If you give 3 means 3 times it will come. 1 means 1 time it will come. Based on the number. Based on that number it will display the number of times. Understand? The third operator is a repeating operator. Understand? So next thing is a string slicing. What do you mean by slice? For example, a cake is there. So you are going to cut the cake. So first you will cut a piece of cake. So we are calling it a slice. First slice, second slice, third slice. So that is called slicing. Okay. So likewise in strings are also you can able to slice. That means cut. Okay. So what do you mean by slice mean? It is a substring of main string. What do you mean by substring? For example, one string will be there. For example, one word, computer. Okay. So I am going to cut first 3 letters, COM. Okay. So I am going to slice first 3 letters. So first 3 letters I am going to slice. What's the word? COM. So that is called substring. Okay. COM. That is called what? Substring. So what's the main string? Computer. 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 Okay. So now understand what you mean by slice. Slice means you will cut or take some strings from the main string. The string you are taking or cutting, that is called what? Substring. So already a word is there, no? That we are calling as which string? Main string. Understand? So they are giving, see the next point. So substring can be taken from the original string. For example, the already said example, no? Computer. So I have taken first 3 words, COM. So that is a substring. From where I have taken? From the original. That's a computer word. Okay, understand? So substring you can take from the original string by using which operator means this operator, bracket operator. Okay, one more question they will ask. So each and every heading a separate operator is there. So one more question they will ask. Okay, so study carefully. So which operator is used to slice? Bracket, this operator. Okay, 2 brackets. So in this bracket you need to specify index values. From where to where you need to slice. Already we have studied about index. What's the other name of index? Subscript values, isn't it? So from where to, for example, computer word. How many words are there? COMPUTER. 8 words are there. For example, first 3 letters I need to slice means I need to give the index. First letter 1, 2, 3. Understand? So how you need to slice? By using this operator. Inside this you need to specify the index value. Understand? Inside the operator you need to specify index value. Okay. This operator we are calling as a slicing operator. Okay. What's the name of this operator? Slicing operator. Okay. Using this operator you can slice more substrings from the main string. So in example they have given. So by seeing this example you can understand easily. Okay. So using this operator you can slice more number of strings from the main string. Understand what's the fourth thing? String slicing. What do you mean by slice? Slice means you need to take or cut some strings from a main string. The strings you are taking from the slice that we are calling as a substring. Already given string is called main string. So which operator is used to take? Slice operator. Okay, the process that operator name is slicing operator. So inside that operator, that brackets, you need to specify index or subscript values. Okay, using this operator you can slice more number of strings from the main string. Understand? So listen. So for that slicing, syntax will be there. Okay, so this is the general format for slice operator. That's the syntax. So how you need to specify means outside you need to declare the variable or string. Which string you need to give? For example, str, string equal to welcome you are giving. So that string, then inside the bracket you need to specify the index, starting index value and the ending index value. Understand the syntax? So this is the syntax or general format for slice operation. So what are the things you need to specify? So string, which variable you are going to mention. So for example, a word welcome you are giving in a variable called string str. So that string, then inside the bracket the index value, starting index value as well as ending index value. In between you need to give this colon operator. Understand? So here start means it is the beginning index. That means starting index from where to where. So what is the meaning of start? It will represent starting index. Okay. End means it will represent the last index. Okay. So what's the meaning of start? So it will represent the start index or from where to where you are going to slice. Ending means end index value or last index value in the string. Okay. So, and also already you have studied the index value always, the Python will take the index value last value n minus 1. That means last value less than 1. That already you have studied. So, that here also if you give 5 means it will slice up to 4. The last end, for example, you are giving 1 to 1 colon 6. For example, I am giving 1 colon 6. So, it will slice 1 to 5. That means last value minus 1. In Python, always the index value will take last value n minus 1. Understand? So, for that only they have given example they are giving. For you are going to slice 4 characters means you need to specify 0 to 5. That means last value 5 minus 1, 4. So, it will slice up to 4 characters. Okay. Y means the Python always consider the last index value n minus 1. Understand? This is the general format for slice operation. Now, we can see the example. So, see the first example. They are going to slice a single character from the string. So, from how many characters they are going to slice? Single character. So, first they are declaring in a variable str1. What word they are given? Tirukural. Okay. So, what's the general format? You need to specify which variable you are mentioning. Inside the bracket, you need to specify the index value. Okay. So, listen. So, print, they are going to print this variable. That means in the word we are giving in the variable str1. So, print str1 now. You are going to slice only first word. So, the index, positive index always starts with 0. So, first value alone I am going to slice. So, which index you need to give? 0. So, first you need to mention the index values. Okay. So, listen. So, in the first example, first you need to put the index value. So, for always the index always starts with 0. So, first you need to put, so in the exam paper, for you in example, in your exam you are writing this example means if you will get confused means please write with pencil in a rough paper or anything. First you write the word. Sometimes they will know some other questions also. So, ask you to slice. Okay. So, first you need to write the word. Then you need to specify the index values above the word. So, index always starts with 0. So, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, how many words are there totally? 10. Okay. So, first in this example, they are going to slice a first word. That is the first word if you need to slice means you need to specify the index value 0. Understand? So, what's the format? So, you need to specify the variable. Then inside the bracket, you need to specify the index value. Okay. So, this str1 of 0 means, so what output you will get? T. Understand? So, see the next thing. So, next you are going to slice a substring. So, here you can slice only a single character. So, next you are going to slice a substring from index value 0 to 4. From where to where you need to going to slice a word from 0 to 4. So, if you need to get till the 4th value means you need to specify till 5. Why? So, index values always take from last value n minus 1. Isn't it? So, same thing. So, print this is str1 of, so what's the format? First index is starting index, then till the from where, that means end value. So, from which in question they have asked from 0 to 4. That means 4 till 4th index you need to display the characters. So, 4 till 4 means you need to specify Next, that means last value minus 1. So 0 to 5. Understand? 0 colon 5. So now, so what's the index values? 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So up to which letter it will display? T, H, I, or U. Understand? Understand now? So this string we are calling as an substring. Okay, what string you will get at the output, that string we are calling as an substring. Okay, so from which string you are slicing, that we are calling as an main string. So Tirukural is a main string. This is called as substring. Understand? So next thing. So next example also same thing. You are going to slicing a substring from the index 0 to 4, but we are not giving the beginning index. This is very very important. They will ask, sometimes they will ask 1 mark question, sometimes they will ask 2 mark also. Some words they will give and ask you to slice like this. Okay, so please listen carefully and study. Okay, so without specifying the beginning index, they are going to slice. Okay, so listen, how many till how many index value they need to slice? To 4. So you need to give the last value till 5. So but you are not going to specify the beginning index. Okay, so without, see this example, print str1 now. So beginning index you are not specifying, but last n value you are specifying as a 5. Okay, so this and before this example and this example is similar, but so if you mention like this means also you can able to get the output like this till 4th th or 4th index value you will get at the output. So if you are not specifying the first starting index means also you can able to get the output. So what's the thing means, if you need to get the characters from the starting means starting to end, without specifying beginning index means you will get like this. But in between some characters you need to spice. For example 10 to, for example here 5 to 7. For example I am telling 5 to 7. At that time you need to specify the both index values. So starting to some letters means no problem. You can specify without beginning index also you can specify the value. Understand? So listen, this is the very 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 important one program. Okay, so last time 3 times I think so they have asked this program. So this as well as the reverse of this program is there. Okay, very very important program. So please listen carefully and study this program. After completion of this session, please study. Okay, immediately you need to study. Okay, so listen, then in that question one more example is there. Slice a substring 0 to 4 but without specifying end index. Okay, only you are specifying the beginning index but you are not specifying which index, end index. See this example. So only they have specifying beginning index, but whether the end index will be there, no. So what the program will consider means from the index value 6 to till end, how many letters it will, for example 10 till 10 letters will be there means till 10 letters it will be print as output. So from where to where it will print, from 6th index value to till last. See this example. So index value 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from 6th index value starting from here, 6th to till last, how many letters it will be there, after that fully it will display. So see the output KURAL. Understand? So in this 5 mark question, this 4 examples you need to write. Okay. Then next example, this program is very 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 important. Okay. So program to slice substring using for loop. Okay, you are going to slice or you are going to, sometimes they will give the output like this. Last year annual exam also they asked, I think it's so annual exam or revision exam. I forgot that, but very very important program. So like this 3rd or 4th chapter I think it's so. You have studied now 4th or 7th chapter. You have studied one program like this A, B, C, D. Isn't it? So similarly like this, how many programs are there? All the programs are very very important. So already you have studied now this one A, B, like this A, B, A, B, C, D. That program also very important. So in the place of the COM they will give some symbol star or hash. That also very important. Okay. So listen. So sometimes they will give this output and ask you to write the program. Okay. Otherwise they ask the question, program to slice substrings using for loop. So any kind, what kind of question they will ask. So based on that you need to write this program. So you need to write the program as well as output. Okay. So listen. First, what's the step? First, you need to give the what, for which word you need to get? Computer. So, in the variable, you are going to specify a word computer. Okay. So, that's a str1 string. One variable string str1, you are going to specify a word called computer. So, the word is enclosed within double quotes. That already you know. Okay. Then, so always the index value starts from 0. So, next you are going to specify the index. So, index value starts to 0. Then in your program, they are asked you to use for loop. So so each time the index value needs to get increment. Then only you will get the output like this, isn't it? So for that you are going to specify a variable called what? I. Okay, what's the variable name? I. So for I in, so what's the name of the variable? str1. Okay, what's the variable name? For I in, what's the variable name? str1. So you are declaring a variable in which variable? In this string. You are going to do slicing operation in this string. So for I in str1. See the next line, print. So you are going to print this string. So each time the index value needs to get increment. Okay. So but here they are not specifying the starting index. See, only colon. Without specifying starting index also, it can able to print from 0 to till last. So each time the index value needs to get increment with 1. Okay. So first time the index value is 0. First line it will print. Then next line, the index value 0 and 1. So next word CO. So next time, next line, say 0, 1, 2. Like this it will print till the last character. So for that they are giving at the last line index plus equal to 1. Understand? So now you run the program, means you will get the output like this. Very, very, very important program. So once again, so first here which word you need to get the output like this. That word you need to mention in the variable str1. Next you are going to specify the index. The index always starts with value 0. Then for that in for loop you are going to increment the index value. For that you are declaring one variable called I, in which variable you need to do operations in string str1. Then print. So which variable str1 of? Each time the index needs to get increment, but you are not specifying inside the slice, means you need to give inside bracket, isn't it? So inside the bracket you are giving, but you are not specifying starting index but end index, index plus 1. Each time the index value get increment. So next line they are giving index plus equal to 1. Now see the output. First index 0, next 0, comma 1, then 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. Likewise till the last letter. Understand? So please now itself one time read, very, very important program. One time read it. Sometimes they will ask for 3 mark questions, sometimes they will ask for 5 mark questions also. Okay? Understand and study. Okay? So in another one program, they will ask just a reverse. First word, COMPUTER, just a reverse it will ask. At that time you need to put, instead of plus, you need to put minus value. That I will explain later. Okay? Yes. Then this is also in that 5 mark question, the string operator only. Okay? So this is the next heading, stride when slice. But if you are studying from guide, they will give till that before their heading, string slicing. But if in a 5 mark questions, you need to write this also. Okay, in your guide they have given only till slicing operation. Okay, but that string operator question you need to include this also. Okay, listen, stride when slicing string. What's the next? Stride when slicing string. So what do you mean by stride here? Okay, so here you are going to specify one third argument. Okay, you are going to specify some extra argument. That argument we are calling as a stride. Okay, normally we will tell no third person. Okay, likewise you are going to specify some extra argument that we are calling as a stride. What do you mean by stride? Means already you have studied about slice. From where to where you can able to slice the characters. So what do you mean by stride? Mean how many characters you can able to move forward. Okay, so you are going to specify some index. So from that index, how many characters need to move forward? From the if you are giving some values, from that characters it will move forward. Okay, So here you need to specify the value or index from 1, not 0. Okay, that only they are giving. The default value of stride is 1. Understand? So what do you mean by stride when slicing string? So in a slicing operation, you are going to specify some extra argument or third argument we are calling as an stride. Okay. So what's the meaning of stride means? So you can able to specify some index value. After that index value, the particular value, that means move forward from the first character. Okay. Not from first or last. Any places you can able to slice, or that is called stride. So already we have studied from first character till last character or in middle. So from stride means in between any characters you can able to stride. So that is called stride. Okay. But one important thing, so the default index value of our stride is 1. Understand? See this example, listen carefully, then only you can understand, otherwise it is very tough for you to understand. Listen carefully. So you are giving in a variable str1, one sentence you are giving. Welcome to learn Python. Okay. First, listen. So all of you take your computer notebook or one piece of paper. All of you take fast, then only you will get understand. Otherwise you will get forget. So all of you take fast. Either take any one piece of paper or in computer notebook, no problem. One piece of paper you will take. Take pen or pencil in your hand. Take fast. So in that paper you write this word. Welcome to learn Python. This sentence you write it. Welcome to learn Python. This sentence you write. Have you all written? Welcome to learn Python. Then, have you all written? So, now you specify or write the index value from 1. Mark it above this sentence. You need to write the index value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, have you all written? So, now you write the index value starting from 1. Likewise, above this word you write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, then 15, 16, 17 till like this you write. Have you all written? Have you all written? Yes, listen. So, see the first thing. First they are going to print the string from the index 10 to 16. So, from where to where 10 to 16 means? The last value always n minus 1. So here 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, 15 is the space. Okay. So, it will print till this word, learn. Understand? So, 10 to 15 it will take, that is 15 this space it will consider. Okay. So 10 to 16 the word will come learn. Then listen, that's the first output. Next str1, this string 10 to 16 already you have slice. In that 4. So in this letter the fourth place. Understand? So already you have sliced 10 to 16. Okay. So in this again you are going to slice the fourth character. So what's the fourth thing? 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the fourth character? R. Understand? Understand? So already R is there. Next, you are going to slice the second. Already R is there. What's the second letter? 1, 2, E. So along with this ER it will come. Understand? Understand? Next you are going to slice. So listen. So till this can you understand? So 10 to 16 learn. Then from here you are going to slice 4. So already you have sliced R. Along with this next you are going to slice 2. So the second letter ER. Okay. Next listen. Third. So each third letter you need to write. First you need to write the first letter. Okay. Listen. First letter. What's the first letter? W. Next after the each third letter you need to write. Count it. First letter you have written. Then next 1, 2, 3. What's the third letter? C. Okay, next count it. 1, 2, 3. What's the third letter? E. Okay, next here space also you need to count. Okay, next 1, 2, 3. What's the letter? O. Okay, next space 1, 2, 3. E. Next 1, 2, 3. N. Next space 1, 2, 3. Third letter. Okay, next 1, 2, 3. Third letter. Understand? So you are getting this output. First you need to write the first letter. Then here space also you need to consider. Space also you need to consider as a one letter or one index value. Okay. So understand? Now count it once more. First letter you have written. Again 1, 2, 3. Third letter C. Next 1, 2, 3. Third letter E. Then space. This was 1, 2, 3. Third letter O. Again space 1, 2, 3. E. Then 1, 2, 3. N. Then space 1, 2, 3. Y. Then 1, 2, 3. O. After that you can't able to count because only N is there. Understand? Very, very important. Like this they will ask for 2 more questions also. You need to slice. Understand? Yes. Then, so next thing is a negative stride. Okay. So negative stride means, so always Python already you know, always the last value it will take n minus 1. 5 means it will take up to 4. But negative stride, what do you mean by stride? You need to specify the third argument. That argument we are calling as a stride. So negative stride means it will print in reverse order. That means from backwards it will print. Understand? What do you mean by negative stride? So similar last we have studied same thing only, but it will print in reverse order. Okay. The same example. Listen. From here you write. Okay. From here. 1, 2, 3 likewise. Okay. So here it will consider minus 2. Negative stride you need to mention in minus symbol. Minus 2. Okay. So first here write it. First letter reverse. First letter you need to write N. Then 1, 2. See 1, 2. What's the second letter? H. Again 1, 2. What's the letter? Y. Next 1, 2. Here you no need to include the space. Okay. So please write it here with pencil in your textbook. Right here no need to include the space. But last example you need to include the space. Space also you need to count. But here no need to count the space. Okay. Leave the space. Once again. First letter N you have written. Then 1, 2. H. Again 1, 2. What it will come? Y. Again 1, 2. Space no need to include. What's the next letter? R. Then 1, 2. What's the letter it will come? E. Next 1, 2. O. Next. Likewise you need to count and write. Okay. But here no need to include the space. Understand? Again and again I am telling. So very, very important question. String operators. What are things you need to write? String operators. First one is concatenation, adding two strings. Then append plus equal to. You need to add the strings to existing string. Then repeating. How many number of time the string will repeat. That means more number of time. Then string slicing as well as this. That in this question that computer and program I taught. No need to write that computer program inside that question. That they will ask separately. But this stride also you need to write positive as well as negative. Okay. Very, very important question. So next thing is a string formatting operators. String operators already you have studied. Next string formatting operators. Okay. So formatting operator is one of the most important feature in Python. Okay. So this operator is very important feature in Python. Okay. So which operator is used for formatting operator means percentage. Okay. So which operator is used for formatting operator? Percentage. Okay. So what's the use of percentage means you can able to store some values for the variables using this operator. Okay. So you can replace the strings. That means replace the variables by storing values in it. Okay. Read it. Formatting operator. Which operator? Formatting operator is you need to thorough with each and every operators. What do you mean by slice operator? What do you mean by concatenation? What do you mean by append operator? Repeating each and everything you need to thorough. What do you mean by concatenation operator? Plus. Append plus equal to. Repeating star. Okay. Then slicing operator bracket. Formatting operator percent. This and all you need to say in fingertips. Okay. Formatting operator percent. What's the use of formatting operator? You can able to construct a strings and also you can able to use some values or values or some values in the data or values or data in some variables. Okay, see this example, then you can understand. So this is the syntax. So string to be displayed. Which string you need to display? That string or words you need to give. Then which operator percentage, how many values you are giving. 2 means 2, 3 means 3. Understand? First value means percentage, first value, then second value. Then that value you need to give inside this brackets. Okay, percentage inside the bracket. How many values you are giving? Value 1 and value 2. So value 1 comma value 2. And as I see the example, then only you will get understand. So here in this example, you are going to mention two variables. What are they? Name as well as mark. Okay. So name, in the place of name, you are giving Rajarajan. So that you need to specify in double quotes. In the mark, you are giving a value 98. So whether these two are similar, name is a string. Mark is a integer, isn't it? So for that, two different values you are going to store in a variable. So two different values you are going to store in two different variables. So now we are going to print in formatting operators. So what's the syntax? String to be displayed. So what are strings you need to display? Name as well as mark. So name, then you need to give in percentage. So name, so what's the thing means? String. So what's the percentage? Yes. String means you need to give percentage. Yes, string. Okay. And next value, mark. Mark means this is an integer. Integer you can give in percentage D. So integer value, what's the meaning of percentage? Yes, string. What's the meaning of percentage D? Integer. So both the things you have given. Value 1 as well as value 2. Next, what's the thing? Percentage. Both these values you need to call. Name, comma, mark. Now you run the program. See the output. In the place of name, percentages, you are calling that value. What value you will get? Rajarajan. Then marks. In the place of marks, you are calling that integer value. So 98. Understand? So this is a very, very important thing. So there are lot of formatting characters there. This one you need to just read it. They will ask for one more question. Okay. So percentage C means it will denote character. Percentage D or I means integer value. Percentage S means string. So percentage means unsigned decimal integer. O means octal. X means hexadecimal. E means exponential. F means floating. G means short numbers. Okay. So this and all very, very important. They will ask for one more questions. Okay. This one you need to know. In program they will mention like this percentage C. So percentage C means you need to know that's some characters you are going to specify. String means, character means what do you mean by character? A. B. Separately you need to specify the character means you need to give in percentage C. Then numbers means you need to give either you can give percentage D or I. So last program we have studied, no? S means string. U means unsigned, the signed integers. Octal numbers means O. Then hexadecimal numbers. Okay, here you can able to refer lowercase only. Okay, small x and small a to f means uppercase. This you can read. Then exponential notation, power. That means you can give in percentage E or capital T. Floating point numbers you can give in percentage F. So short numbers you can give in percentage G. Understand? So this and all very, very important things. Mostly they will ask for 1 mark question. Sometimes they will ask for 3 mark also or 5 mark. Okay. So okay, today's up to this enough. Next portion we can continue in the next week class. Okay. So today after completion of this session you should study and write string operators question. Okay. Please study and write 2 or 3 times. Very, very important question. Okay. So write it. Thank you students. Thank you. We can continue in the main class. Okay.